Good morning, everyone. Let me. There we go. All right. Good morning, everyone. Today we are continuing our level 5 character art work that we've been doing. This is Ulseth, Ralph, our furball fighter that I've been working on periodically during these streams. And yeah, I'm not like a trained professional character artist, but I'm doing what I can. And this is, like I said, our furball fighter. We're getting pretty close. I have a lot of the dark shading in. My big task today will be to do the sword. As you can see, the sword's just a simple color block right now. And once I get the sword in, I will be doing the highlights, the lighter colors, shading those in. And once those are in, then I'm going to be doing the flame effect and glow effect off of his magic sword. So, that's the plan today. We are Dyson Dungeons. We do normally mini painting, but I've been doing some character art periodically here. We do those Monday, Wednesday, Friday, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern, which is what it is today. So 10 a.m. on a Friday. And then we do our main D&D stream at 2 p.m. Sundays. So make sure to check that out too. And if you want, you can also find our whole backlog on our website, DysonDungeons.com, and on our YouTube channel. So feel free, check that out. So with that intro put in, I'm going to do a quick check, make sure my music's running on the right channel. No, everything looks like it actually worked just fine. So we will get started. So what we have is our magic sword. And if you see from my sketch layer, I'm going to be inscribing runes down the length of the blade. I'm going to be doing, since it's a magic sword, I'm thinking I'm going to actually have those be part of the flame effect. I'm not going to be shading them in on the initial pass here. And instead they're going to appear when the magic effect activates, is my sort of thought process. So you'll see those runes come in later on a different layer. So all I'm gonna do here is tackle the sword itself as seen, and the magic will come in later. So first things first. Let's work on the brown, because that is the only, the brown on the hilt is the only brown instance of the brown. I'm gonna get a slightly darker version, get my brush, and we're just gonna make sure we select our layer. Good morning, Medicinal Shy Guy. Rune words from Diablo 2. Yeah, that was a fun mechanic. So we're I'm gonna add in some like swirly grip stuff here, but it's all going to sort of be part of the shading. I'm also going to add in some darker coloration along this. And we're gonna get to fading this. Yeah. Oh wow, that's a lot of sevens and flips. So I can't pass that up. So back out, and we'll do an image flip for you. There you go. Sevens and flips. Yep. Okay. We'll start with that and see where we get. Grab my mixer brush. Do a fairly gentle mixing on this. The shading doesn't need to be too intense. The hilt here. Just to give a little dimensionality toward our pencil. Well, I hope everyone is excited for Friday. I don't know if anyone has any big plans this weekend. I have 2 little puppies, so my plans are making sure they poop outside and attempting to sleep periodically. Friday is a long day. Why is it a long day? Early morning, long drive, late night, playing a cat. Oh, that is a long day, yeah. Friday is the optimal time to call in sick. Holiday weekends mean that no one wants to do anything, so it's quiet. That's good. Well, what holiday is it? Labor Day? It's Labor Day weekend already. Well, the real holiday is that yesterday was the start of Halloween. Officially. Because I'm one of those people who likes to have my holidays go for months on end. Monday's the optimal time to call in sick because the backlog of everything, all the emails and stuff, are assigned to the people that are in. Ah, yeah. Yeah, everyone thinks Fridays, that's the day I'm gonna take off, but Monday's the secret good day. Makes sense. Oh, you should get a new art update today. That's exciting. Still it's going fairly good. Trying to do some slight mild rounding on the edge of the handle. Yeah, 9's finally has a new look. Oh, for the new art? I know our new 9's art has to have a whole different look because he has a whole different outfit now. Yeah, I think that'll do. Okay. So next we're gonna tackle the goldish handle. get a sample of that, and we'll get a darker version. And start getting some shadow where it would naturally be. And since it's a pommel, it's sort of a three-dimensional shape here. Yeah, Magic Missile loves attacking the darkness. I was like, and who are you? I'm Picard, the Elven Ranger. Just like that, the Elven Ranger is named Picard. There we go. Got some dark rough tint. We'll start with the pommel here. It's gonna be pretty dark because it's underneath the hand. Man, I haven't listened to that little thing. That little D&D audio thing in ages. I cast Magic Missile. What are you casting Magic Missile on the dark? Okay, you cast Magic Missile on the darkness. Oh, probably not. But a lot of it was pretty innocuous, if I remember. Like, I love the fact that when he shows up with Mountain Dew, he's singing Rush, which is just perfect. Because he's like, "Fly by night, the Mountain Dew for me and you." Which, perfect song selection for a bunch of dorks playing D&D, if we're honest. But I'm sure there were parts of it that didn't age as well in the last 20 years. You were making a ton of Rush references on the stream a few weeks ago and almost no one noticed. Yeah, I don't know, maybe... It's these, right? No, just... I feel like Rush, though, is like a older nerd culture thing. Especially now that they have retired. I'm trying to be fairly delicate through here on the shading on here, partially because I don't want a ton of shading on the gold handle part, but also I don't want to mess with the emerald rubies, the rubies, because I want to do those separate. I figured magic flamey sword should have rubies set into it. You know, it seems to be natural. Part of the reason I want this to be lighter also is it's placed in front of ulseth. It could be a little brighter, theoretically, because more light could be good. Sometimes I like to back out from what I'm working on when I'm up close like this, so I can get a better gauge on where it's sort of looking, what parts look a little off with the hole. That should be okay for now. I'm gonna grab some of this red. What I want is some darker red. And then we're going to take a lighter bed. Oh. There, and there. And well, sort of start getting them. Okay. Okay, so now we need to do the sword blade. That's the next step. Have a little coffee. I sort of went with like a bluish steel because I figured magic sword, maybe it's like mithril-y, something like that, you know. Have some darker parts on the blade. One. Like I've said before, I'm not very good with all of these like hard plain, not inorganic things. Not really my specialty. cleaning up towards. Okay, well, let's start there and see where. A lot of the sort will come through actually in the highlighting. Right now I'm doing shading and shading on that. What if the runes weren't just runes? That would be pretty cool. When I get to the runes, I can try and do something like that. Boy. I have a dog sleeping under me, and I'm pretty sure. Well, that makes everything more fun, right? Actually, really, I'm not a big thing. Things like swords. But it's pretty big on ulseth character. Doing what I can. Start with this initial shadow, then back out and see what else. I don't want to overdo the sword until I do the magic part, because it has to sort of be a blank canvas for the runes. So I think I'm gonna try and carry the center fuller line down a little, and then even out the shadow as I go. Like, I don't want to overdo the fuller, because most of the time in the picture it's going to have these runes running down the center. It'll distract them. But so, what I'm going to do now... Good morning, Roz. I'm going to leave that be for now and grab my start highlighting things. To bump up the overall contrast of the piece. And then once that's done, I can do the runes and magic and all that. So this is sort of what the shading will look like. And then we'll get the highlight. I guess I'll just go in the same order I went in originally and start by highlighting the plate mail. Now working my way through. So highlighting's fairly straightforward. I just do what I've basically been doing. I choose small spots and introduce lighter color where the light's hitting it more directly. Like this. And then I'll be mixing all of them together. And you can be fairly light with your highlights. You don't need to go, you don't want to go too overboard with them. I'm just going through and putting in highlights everywhere I'm gonna want. probably about it for the plate meal, honestly. They're getting it mixed in. Oh, thank you. One thing I need to do actually is lighten up some of a section here. Anyway, I'm gonna do that just after further reflection. Section right above the hands here, that's way too dark. Needs to be enlightened. Right here. So I'm gonna just bring a lot of this gray down. It's just way too intense of a dark tone. Trying to have this dark right above the hands here because it helps it pop forward. But it was too much. And some of the highlight down. My hope is I'll actually finish ulseth today. an art where ulseth wears his otter like a scarf? I don't know. It's a sea otter. The sea otter is like, sea otters are really big. I don't know if you could wear a sea otter like a scarf, even if you were 7 feet tall. Yeah, that's looking better. A ferret would be much easier to wear like a scarf. Yeah, that is true. You could maybe handle a river otter as a scarf. Like a nice big scarf. Yeah, I know that you need that long body for a proper scarf. Like a weasel or a ferret. Lexi is suggesting that Asian short-claw river otters are quite long. So maybe one of those if you need the otter. Ulseth's big and he can handle it. Ulseth needs to occasionally remember that he has an otter. Like, a chain of otters. Yeah, there you go. Now we're thinking that box. And like, no one would attack him then, because who would want to hurt an otter? He has otter armor. I have enlarge person. Can I cast enlong person? I don't know if enlarge. I think enlarge person only works on humanoid. I'm not sure it would work on the otter. I'm actually not sure now that I say it out. Are we getting a rules check on the enlarge reduce spell? They did change it from enlarge person and reduce person to just enlarge reduce. Any target creature? What about objects? Any target or object. Wow. I need to start preparing that spell more often. So, what happens if I enlarge someone's, like, plate mail that they're wearing? So, would they be inside a giant breastplate prison? Right. Breastplate. But it would also increase in weight 8 times. We're getting a lot of rules reading here from Lexi. So, if a breastplate... Hi, you're here to help.
Yeah, I'm here to help. I'm no longer just off mic somewhere.
In the
I'm now
ether.
on mic, yeah.
So if you target someone's armor within what if you hit it with reduce?
That would be quite bad for the person wearing it.
Huh. Are there rules against reducing something someone's wearing? Or enlarging? Or is it just any object you can see? A rules lawyer would say that the person would get a will save since the spells are cast on a person. Yeah. They usually require a willing participant.
So the current rules say that the target must make a constitution saving throw to live.
Okay.
The object can also warn by it. So
Okay.
you can't
On armor that people are wearing.
Correct.
But you could cast it on the chandelier hanging above someone, causing it to break the chain from the weight and drop on them.
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay.
There's a constitution saving throw.
If it's targeting, if you're trying to reduce or enlarge someone against their will, it's a con save.
Correct.
Okay.
That's current rules. And they have changed from person. So, how it goes.
Well, I don't think we're talking in 5th edition rules, not Pathfinder rules. But so I don't know what their rules about growing larger than a container they're inside in 5th edition. And if you're just targeting a chandelier that's hanging, that's just an object you can see, right? So it doesn't need a saving. Any sort
Objects can be neither willing nor unwilling. They can simply be targets. The only rule against targeting an object is that it cannot be worn. The other rule about size is that it will grow up to 8 times as large, but it will stop if it fills the space.
Okay.
So if you were to target a chandelier and have it fall, it would grow as large as it possibly can until it either hits
8
the
times.
size limit of the room or size.
And weight.
Yeah, the weight grows in direct proportion to the factor.
Well, yeah, you could theoretically shrink the person, but I think what would happen as per the rules is they would get a con save, And then if they failed it, they would shrink along with their gear. Because when I've enlarged Ulseth, all his gear enlarges with him.
Yeah. That's a correct.
So there are shenanigans to be had. Dice and Dungeons, relaxing, painting, and rule discussion. Yes. There are shenanigans to be had with Enlarge Reduce, to be sure. But not that many. It's like you can't cast generally speaking, you can't cast spells that affect the inside of a person, so you can't do things like use your mage hand to like squeeze the person's brain. Stuff like that. There are generally rules that prevent that sort of overbending. Yeah. Dice and Dungeons does tend to follow the rule of fun. Thank you. But I don't know, I like the idea of enlarging a chandelier because that's just an object sitting there not being worn to get large enough where it snaps the chain it's on and fall on someone. Because there's always discussions about, like, how can I break this low-level spell and make it extremely deadly? But I think there's just a general rule that, like, you had a player who had a druid in a hawk form get bitten by a griffin. And he tried to turn into a bear, hoping to snap the griffin's jaws, but the rules don't allow for that. Because you couldn't grow into... Like, you couldn't grow past the size of the hawk's mouth, basically. Yeah. So they do actually account for a lot of those shenanigans in, like, the larger scale rules in these games, but, you know, they're fun thought experiments, like, up until you actually try and put them into practice. Because I've definitely, like, generally you can't cast a spell inside another creature. Like, you can't, this was 3rd edition, but if you're, like, swallowed by a dragon, you can't actually cast anti-life shell and, like, force a 20-foot radius of, like, the dragon's innards out away from you. That doesn't actually work, even though it sounds cool to explode a dragon from the inside. The spell doesn't actually, because anti-life shell on 3rd edition, you met him halfway, transformed into a bear whose arm was stuck in the jaw, and they plummeted towards the sea. That's a good way to do it, yeah. But anti-life shell shoves everything living away from you. But it doesn't work when you're inside a creature.
I often find that the direct reading of most rules leaves little room for interpretation and situational application. The most fun way to apply rules, in my opinion, is to allow the players to take the actions they want, but not necessarily with the results that they desire.
Mm-hmm.
Because telling a player, no, you can't do that,
Sucks.
It really sucks, both as the DM and as the player. So using that is just like it's a blunt instrument, the DM. But allowing a player to take an action, but then not having the results be quite what they imagined to be, is far more entertaining for everyone involved.
And yeah, somatic and verbal components would be super hampered inside a creature, because I think a lot of people think of being inside a dragon's stomach as like a cartoon where you're like on
Think of it like Pinocchio inside of
Monstro. Yeah, where there's like space and air, but the actual inside of a stomach, you're gonna be basically being constantly crushed by a wall, and there's nothing to breathe except acid.
Yeah, well, there's also a little bit of air.
A little air.
Not much.
But you're also
gonna hurt.
And you're gonna be basically flattened between two muscles and unable to move your arms and hands.
Yeah, at least clearly. So unless you have a set of conditions that allows you to ignore verbal and somatic components, which exists.
Yeah.
You'd be challenged.
Yeah.
To cast a spell inside of another creature.
Yeah.
But I would say that if you were to be in a situation inside a dragon's mouth after being swallowed and somehow living through the swallowing, because like you got like getting eaten by a T-Rex.
Yeah.
It's not totally dissimilar from that. So if you somehow lived through that and you cast Anti-Life Shell, I would say that yeah, it probably does like make a little pocket. But it doesn't like displace organs. It more just gives you a little breathing room.
It just looks like the dragon like ate too much.
But probably not even that. It's just like you now have a little filament over you that's keeping all of its nastiness away. That's about it.
Oh yeah, you're saying a fun way to go would also be, if you want to have it break some of the spell rules, basically cast it at a much higher level because you're putting a lot more juice into it.
Yeah, that's another way that you can play with spells, is the more powerful the spell level, the more that it can impact the area around it, even overriding sort of stock rules. But, in a, again, situation, sometime, like if you were doing that inside of I'm trying to think of a monster that could eat you. Maybe like a dragon turtle.
Mm-hmm.
CR-17, I think.
Something.
So, like, it's big. It's powerful. Just not tipping the scales. You know?
Right, it's not like deity.
It's not a deity. It's not ancient, right?
Demon friends.
Yeah. So if you were to cast, like, you know, Anti-Life Shell at, say, 8th level in there, it would probably give you a little room. But if you cast it at 9th level, then, you know, oh, that might do some stuff.
Ooh, that dragon has bad indigestion. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Some serious acid reflux.
Like maybe the dragon turtle's like and burps in the middle of it.
Well, that might be a good way to get it to throw you up.
Yeah. And this is all like supposing that you actually live through
the whole process.
The whole process of being, you know,
digested,
eaten.
Well,
when they make those, there are rules around like being eaten by incredibly large creatures.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of damage. It's a lot.
Well, listen, don't yuck someone's you.
Hey, I think it's fine if you want to eat that, but so what is it?
Yeah, exactly. That's factoring in only being swallowed whole. If you get in a dragon's mouth and it chews you up, you're probably already dead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like if you get gobbled, like if you were, say, doing a superhero fall through the air, right? And you catch the dragon mid like "I'm awesome" roar,
and you just fall down its throat, and it's like
yeah, it's like you know you're going down the road on your bike, and then like a fly gets caught in your throat or something, you're like
yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, if you do that,
then you're just lodged in its esophagus.
Then, at that point, I might actually rule you have a chance of suffocating the dragon, and it's going to be trying to like cough you up.
And you just stick your arms out and like, nope, I'm stuck in here.
And it's like,
You're gonna be worth so much XP when you choke.
yeah.
Another dragon flies up, mid-air Heimlich. You go flying out. Yeah, it's like drowning rules, but yeah.
Well, yeah. There's drowning rules for the dragon and climbing rules for the player caught in the throat.
Exactly.
Hope you have some pittance. And an incredibly high strength. I think it was it Guardians of the Galaxy 2? Yeah, they were inside that giant beast that ate all the batteries.
I honestly don't really remember.
And I think Drax was trying to kill it from the inside, but its skin was just as hard on the inside as the outside, and they tried to tell him that. And then he comes out as it dies. Like I've slain the beast.
Yeah, I feel like that.
I haven't seen that movie since I saw it in theaters.
Yeah, I haven't either.
So
I was with you. I can see, yeah, like the halfling rogue jumping into the dragon. They end up killing it and cutting him out, and he's like, I did it! But there's also, like, you know, spells like telekinesis and stuff, and people are like, well, I'm going to use telekinesis to, like, pinch a nerve in the target's brain and kill them instantly, stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, it doesn't work that way. You can't cast it on the inside of things. You know. But it's always fun thought experiment to see how can I break this spell. And I guess the lesson I'm taking away here is that Soria needs to prepare enlarge reduce a lot more often. Because also Nines has brought it up like 3 times since I cast it the first time. So the highlights are fairly subtle. Enlarge reduce. You bring up enlarge reduce, like, you brought it up several times. Like, can you make Soria make them bigger? And I'm like, I didn't hear that spell. You want big nines so you can finally sing baritone? I do want to hear your attempt at doing the nines voice, but really low. Because you're enlarged. I am 9. Meow, meow, meow. Once we get our 3D printer, what we can do is print enlarged versions of our characters' minis. I am big nines. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Ulseth, carry me. You're 10 feet tall now. You can be your own chipmunks if I reduce them. Or mirror images. Man, we need to start watching Halloween movies. But we'll have to. So we've had original series Yu-Gi-Oh on in the background. We'll finish that first, since we're right near the end. I am big nines. Meow meow, carry me to my big bed, ulseth. You are big nines. No. Getting through all of this highlighting. I think I have the green done once I finish this boot. And I can start doing the arms face. We're getting along pretty well here. It's not quite halfway. Coming along okay. Okay. Oh, I need to do the scabbard. Oh, a Lashalar scabbard. Quick and easy. Alright, so now we're gonna do the arms and the face, and then the hair. And then we'll tackle the highlights on the sword. And then we get to do the fun magic stuff after that. And then I think we'll be finished with all that. You want to give ulseth, you want me to draw in ulseth a book that says how to hit your opponent with your main hand? I'm pretty sure he does not have that book. You want to commission an art of him reading that book? Yeah. That seems reasonable. Okay, let's get to mixing. Start over here on this arm and move and go from there. A book explaining the subtleties of language along with interpretation of tone. How to tell the difference between sarcasm, literal, and metaphorical. I'm not sure that ulseth would understand it. Are you saying sarcasm is when you say something you do not mean? Why would anyone do that? That does not make sense. This is clearly made up. You are trying to trick me. So, here's one ulseth arm, lightened. Along the hands here. Learning how to communicate is a journey. Time to start walking ulseth, right? Here you go. I communicate just fine. I just say what I want to say. Okay. Onto the other arm. This one doesn't have a ton to it. arms and hands enlightened to the face now, which is pretty subtle. Just little spots here and there, mostly on the forehead, that sort of thing. Okay. Ooh. It's important to occasionally stretch. And now we're going to tackle hair. Some highlighting in the hair. Yeah, once that's done, it's just the sword. And then the magic. And that's magic sword parts. That's all that is really left to do. Go up here and start out with the hair. Grab some gray. Get a lighter gray, maybe like that. And we don't need a ton. And some select spots, mostly on this side of the face, where the light's hitting it more. And then, like, the occasional spot over here. Yep, then. Something like that. Just sort of gently mix that in with the rest of the hair. Create sort of a highlighting effect of where the light's hitting. Okay. Oh. Whew. Good. Yeah. Try not to cramp up. So what I think I'm gonna do is highlight the sword itself, and then take a break, and when we come back after, and we'll do the magic effect. And accidentally hit a weird button. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna start with the hilt here. Brown. Lighter version of that brown. Hey. Tricky part's gonna be the blade. The hilt's pretty smooth here. So, for the blade, I'll grab the sort of blue-gray. Get a lighter version of that gray. Let's just see what we can do. getting a little bit of this lighter blue on the top of the fuller. Getting kind of focused in here because I'm not good at things like weapons and swords. So I'm trying very hard to make this look passable because it is a big part of ulseth's gear and look. something sort of like that, I guess. Will do. Okay, so what I have here is the thing I'm about to save so I don't mess it up. Alright. What I have here is our ulseth free magic. I'm going to be taking a little break here. When I get back, I'm going to be inscribing runes down the blade, adding fire to the sword, all as separate layers, and a glow effect off of that. But here is the free magic ulseth. I think as it will be. So I'm going to actually make a PNG of that. Save that. Alright. So I'm going to be taking my short break, and when I get back, we will be doing magic stuff. So thanks for watching so far. Stick around, and we'll be back shortly. Alright, we are back. Thank you for everyone who stuck around. Here is our ulseth character art that we've been working on. And our next big task is to start putting some magic on it. So, if you look here, it's a little hard to see because I have the opacity turned down, but I have flames coming off the sword and runes running down the sword on the sketch. So we're going to be putting in those runes on a different layer, magic runes, along the sword, and then also putting in the fire effect and the glow off of that fire. That will be our task today. So, I'm gonna just start. I am on a different layer, so everyone's aware. Sort of mimicking, but more stylizing the runes. I am not going to be on the wrong layer. That sucks. And then I'll just merge every layer together right at the end and then make it so I can't undo it. That's my plan. One of our puppies just woke up, so probably won't go in. And someone else is getting her. Stream will not be interrupted. here are our 40 runes running down the blade. Now we're gonna do a couple blending effects and stuff to them to make them look a little more cool and magical. So, one thing we will maybe do, I'm thinking, is possibly sort of, you know what else is cool and magic? Aw, thank you. I'm just messing with some of the controls here. And I wanna do an outer glow, I think. Make the outer glow sort of orangey. Glow effects. Let's see how that looks. So, flame on, flame off, flame on, flame. I think that seems alright. So, now we have runes. Let's make some fire. And this will be its own layer. Fire is at its outermost part red. Make it lighter as it in further. gonna grab a red, and we're just gonna etch in fiery back. Can I make the nines layer? What's the nines layer? On ulseth? Or what? Just put you in a pocket, like his little front pocket on his plate mail, his little for pens and stuff. Yeah, a front pocket on his armor for a pocket protector for pens, and also 9. I'm thinking something loosely like that for a flame back. Maybe a little more down here. What I'm gonna want to do to save myself extra work is kind of close all this off roughly. Anywhere where it's sort of open from my sketchiness here. And I'm just gonna take the fill tool and fill in large chunks of this so I don't have to draw all of that. Yeah, that's all right. So what I'm gonna do is fill in this all with red, and then I can layer on orange and yellow on top of that, and then just start blending it together. But it'll be no magic, magic, no magic, magic. And then I'll create a glow effect after I get the flames in, around the legs especially where the fire is. Alright, so what I want to do is fill in these lines here, and I can start to feather stuff. Some of the flames, get some like fire, flame licking, feathering effect going. getting the base layer in here first. The base color. Alright, so we have most of our fire layer in. Breaking up some of the coloration, some of the edges, make them a little better looking. Alright, so there is some fire base color put in around the blade. And next, we need to select an orange. Sort of partway between. That's a good orange. Alright. And we're gonna just build up on the inside. And then we're gonna be doing some blending when all is said and done on this fire. So I don't need to be too worried as long as it's filling the right area. And fire is kind of chaotic, so if there's some random bits that are like still red or anything like that, that won't be an issue. Pretty much I'm just putting in our color block like I was doing for the rest. All set here. And then we'll get a yellow on the inside of the orange that I'm doing now. We'll have what most people expect a fire to look like. It should be pretty good for ulseth flamey. That was a little too lemon yellow. I want to make that a little less. Ulseth is the most lit member of Midnight Front because of the flamey sword. Yeah. I think Ulseth also has our Lantern of Revealing that we got from, I think that was from Ira's tomb. Okay, and so here's our rough flames. And now what we're going to be doing is blending that lot. So we have flame on, flame on, flame on, flame on, flame on, flame on. Alright. So I'm going to start from the top with the blending and work my way downward, actually. This is going to be actually a lot like blending the hair in a lot of ways to get that sort of fire look. And you really actually don't want all that much red in the fire, because usually the red is actually only at the very tip of the flames. So I'm going to be erring on the side of carrying the colors out rather than back in. Flame on. That's the command word for pretty much everything we have. The heated toilet seat. The flamey sword, the frying pan. The flame on slide whistle. There's magic, we have no idea what it does. It's probably slowly stealing a piece of Nines' soul every time he uses it. So there's a little bit more of what the flame effect will probably end up looking like here. Okay. We got it from a friendly dragon, so it can't be evil. Just maybe mildly evil or mischievous. Or our DM hasn't created a power for it yet. Any of those are possible. The magic of the slide whistle. Alright. The puppies are playing and they're being very cute right now. It's a little distracting. So there's an easy way for me to do the sort of glow effect, and then that might work. And then there's the actual way to do it. So, well, when I'm done with the flames here, we'll see how the easy way looks. If I don't have to do it all by hand, I love that. But if I do, that's okay. Okay. Almost got. See, the fire is pretty quick and fun and easy, actually, and I'm almost through it. Partially because it's fire, it doesn't need to be super precise. Yeah, it's looking. Yeah, I think that's not too bad. So, let's see how it looks with if I just do like an outer glow effect. Make it like yellow. We want like a warm yellow glow. I know that looks really funky. I'm just messing with the conditions on it. And I have the opacity at max right now because I want to see. Yeah, that's not too bad, actually. So, flame on, flame off, flame on, flame off, flame on, flame off, flame on, flame off. If you have a chance, Lexi, do you want to come judge my art in front of everyone? I mean, critique.
Judge. Ooh,
So,
judge
this is flame off.
Yeah,
flame off.
Oh, much judge. Wow,
Flame off.
so much judge. So very.
One thing I want to do actually on these runes is I'm going to put a single point stroke around the runes, I think. In like a dark charcoal gray to make them pop a little. Like that. What do you think? For the overall.
No, I really like it. The runes and the flames, super cool.
Is that glow I'm getting
Yeah.
good?
No, I think that's really cool.
Okay. This has DM muster then as a finished piece.
Well, I'm not the biggest fan of mustard, so I'm gonna say passes and ketchup.
Thank you. Alright, so I'm going to save this, make a export of it, as an ulseth magic. Oh. Alright, so what that brings us to then is we have to start doing a 9s now. So what I'm gonna be doing is figuring out a pose for 9 first. And just gonna be really sketchy. Just like 9s is. So, let's see. Nines is like all capped. So I'm not really going in with a plan right now. I'm just gonna be... Yes? I'm going to just sort of kind of go with how I'm feeling in the moment. Do sort of gestural work here. Kind of figure out where 9s feel. Yeah, we're doing 9s now. And I don't know what pose 9s is gonna be in, so I'm just sort of making stuff up. I don't know. I don't think we need to have 9s do the floss stand. Also, is that not even cool anymore with the kids? I feel like that stopped being cool. It's the motion of his people. I'm not expecting to have like a ton of immediate success with the 9s pose here. I'm just sort of tooling around. Nothing 9s does is cool. And you keep trying to explain that. So he eats your food, leads you into death traps, and occasionally stops people from critting. That is basically what he does. some inspiration on the face here. Let's see. And he's a very skinny cat. I have to keep that in mind as I am doing my sketching. A lot of dog play action going on around me right now. Here's Nines holding a crowbar. A crowbashalar. Oh, good. So, what do you think of this Nines pose? Is this one worth pursuing? Should I go down a different route? You don't have a crowbar 9. Oh, that's a problem. Huge oversight. You want something more dynamic, but this will be good for reference purposes, so you approve. Yeah, I figured dynamic would be too cool for 9s, so... What? Why you bark? Well-dressed, crowbar-wielding gentleman. Exactly. No, part of my problem is I don't remember the exact description of your character's outfit. He can dynamically be failing. Well, let's see. I'm gonna build off of this. Yeah. We're gonna make a new layer here. Sort of block things out. Maybe if we want to make it a little more dynamic, I can pick this leg out a little. The loop can go on the back. You'll have to... Yeah, I know. There's a crag... Yeah, I know. That's what I'm not looking forward to at 9s here, is the amount of instruments that you have strapped. The amount of... The amount of instruments that you have strapped to your person. Yeah, I bet everyone could hear that, right? So part of this sketching process is just gonna be refining anatomy, getting posing down, making alterations. You need ocarina tutorials so you can use your actual decent ocarina. Yeah. You haven't played your ocarina in a long time. I think your new outfit actually has like hat. Well, you have your magic shoes, right? That weren't in the original piece. Your magic expanding shoes. Do you want your magic shoes expanded in your picture? Should I be making like giant discs coming out of your feet? Oh yeah, and you have your like Robin Hood hat. Your Dorella style hat. You need expanded and normal so you can show people the stupid thing. What? You need to go to the bathroom? You went whining at me. Whoop. Going out to the bathroom. Yep, yes. And now I have another dog on my lap. Oh, goodness. Ugh, gross. Ah, I'm being like, oh. I am being puppy played with right now. Do you like my great, super detailed cat face I have going on here? Okay. Alright, now that I have been played with. Yeah. I think it'll be her bathroom time next. I have no idea, other than the loose shape, how a Robin Hood style hat actually, like, sits on someone's head. Well, okay, if I'm gonna make like a magic version of each character, Nines' magic version is going to just be like your shoes get big and stupid and like a disturbing cat paw with a thumb appears floating next to you. I hope you're okay with that. That's what you're getting. So you like over here, we're gonna get like a cat paw floating in the air. You know? Like a little wispy bit. Oh, so if I'm gonna do like a magic version of like a magic version of Ulseth and a magic version of Soria, Nines' magic version is just gonna like have his shoes get big and then like a weird cat paw with a human thumb. floating sort of spectrally to the side like this. You want the thumb bigger? Do you want it to be giving like a thumbs up or just sort of like being weird? Yeah. It's like weird, creepy cat paw thumb mage hand floating around. Oh god, an emote with a thumbs up, but it's the cat paw. So I'm gonna actually shrink this image slightly. They're talking. So your shoes are gonna be all big and floppy when you go into magic form. Sort of like out to here. Your big weird clown shoes. And your magic hand will appear. So I'm gonna keep refining the pose event a little bit at a time here. And then I can also start building in some of the clothing. But first I want to start just refining some of the actual anatomy here. Oh boy. They sure woke up. So, just get the shape and anatomy of a weird, lanky cat man down. And then I can put your outfit together. So for part of this anatomy, it's gonna be a little blockier than the finished product gonna look like. That's just sort of a way of helping develop the shape structure. So a lot of this is gonna be smoothed out actually as we go, but get some sort of kitty paw design here. And since he's a Tabaxi, I'm trying to go for sort of long, slightly elastic lines as part of the general vibe and feel. Get that sort of cat-like quality across. In addition to his sort of silly comedic style of character. I always sort of like the look of a cattail that gets wider at the end. I'm just gonna play into that a little bit. And this is all still very rough and subject to change, obviously. I feel like one change I need to make is that the crowbar needs to be held up higher in the hand, so it should extend up further and be more like up here. Something sort of like that. I feel like you are actually very proud of your crowbar. And I know this is sort of a joke face, but I'm gonna use it as sort of a base for the actual face. vicious. It'll be interesting to see Nines in a nice suit and then never change. Yeah. So, how exactly? So if I have like the top of the head here, how exactly does like a Robin Hood, Peter Pan style hat sit on a head? I'm gonna look up a picture, people, of Robin Hood and like especially yeah, okay. So it's sort of, the tip sort of sits downwards on the downward facing. Yeah. Do you remember what ear your earring is on? I think you have 2 feathers cap right now. Oh, your picture has on the right. Alright, there's the right ear. Sketching the beard. Yeah. Yeah, this is sort of where we're headed with Nines. A very cool cat. I'm just giving myself some guidelines for when I start putting clothes on this weirdo. So I think this foot needs to be adjusted. It's fairly obvious to me. I know I'm not erasing very well, but this is all sketch layer, so it doesn't matter. So move this sort of cat paw foot thing over here. Alright. So, one thing I'm gonna have to figure out is how does a shoe fit on a cat paw? That'll be an interesting thing to sort out. So this is where we're going with 9s. Alright, let's drop the opacity down, pull up a new layer, and start to maybe figure out some basic clothes. Other than the hat, obviously. And 9's first clothes. And, alright, so he's wearing a fancy suit with like a long coat, if I remember. I'm just gonna do some really rough, simple clothes designs that I might change because there's not that much longer in the stream, and I need to find like these description of what his clothes look like in order to really get it down. But I assume trousers. Let's see, what would cat shoes look like? And this will be the unexpanded version of the cat shoe. Like, where did I turn in my life where I'm drawing magic cat shoes online? This is my question. All good choices led me here. I'm sort of making them blocky right now, because that'll help me later on. I'm guessing, do they lace up? I'm guessing they would lace up, right? That maybe. With just pants and shoes and a crowbar, Nines is looking like, I don't know, like a gay icon. I don't know, are they slip-ons? They're magic. It's up to you. I don't actually have a good description on if the shoes are slip-ons or not. We can get rid of the laces if you want them to be slip-ons. The only shoes I know that have a definitive answer are Soria's shoes, which are like big lacy boots. I feel like your outfit probably has like fancy cuffs. Touch my hand for a second here. I guess here's a question. Is your coat open or closed? Because I drew it open, but it could be you might have it, like, buttoned up. I'm giving you one of those sort of Captain Hook cravat things. A multi-tiered one. Closed, it might be more proper look. Oh, you're looking pretty cool. Very dapper. You're like a Victorian gentleman thief almost, who's also a cat. Meow meow. You're sort of like the Baron in Cat Return. at this contrast. So, Lexi, let me know if this, when you have a chance. Tell me if this is fairly accurate to Nines' new outfit. Yeah, it's, you know, with the extremely expensive suit, it's starting to feel like where it should be. Obviously, it's very messy right now because this is all just sketch work. And I'll do a couple at least one, maybe two cleanup layers. The feather is probably supposed to be fancier. I will have to adjust. I don't have enough room to make it longer. So I'll have to actually adjust the size of the overall picture a little. So I'll handle that in post. I'll fix it in post.
The very fancy outfit mixed with the Robin Hood hat, the crowbar in hand, and then the otherwise, if you didn't follow the show, it would be a very unexplained
like
cat paw with a human thumb.
It's like he's a Victorian cat burglar.
Like, it's basically perfect.
Of course, in the magic version, these will be like out like that, right? The shoes. But that's
Because in the actual item description of the shoes, they grow larger, but the real description says that they in no way can assist you.
right.
They are purely unhelpful.
So like the shoe will have to extend out sort of like that. When we get,
Yeah, about like that.
can the mage hand pick up the crowbar? How heavy is a crowbar in D&D? Is the question.
It depends on the crowbar.
And you want a more gnarly thumbnail? We can get to that when we get to the drawing.
I think the limit on the mage hand is either 5 or 10.
Let's see. Well, a crowbar weighs 5 pounds, so it should be able to hold a crowbar, regardless.
Yes, I need to make a raven bar as an item in D&D. That's just a crowbar, but 5 pounds.
The mage hand thumb can have a gnarly thumbnail. You want me to, like, transfer the crowbar from your hand to the mage hand in the magic version or something? Any food stains on... No, I mean... The crowbar is fine, you just want to know. Yes, in-game you should be able to use the crowbar with the mage hand. The problem will be exerting force with the mage hand. I don't think the mage hand can exert that much force to, like, pry something open. But Lexi might let you roll, like, a spellcraft check sort of thing, like you know, do like a spell check to see how well you can manipulate it. But you can hold the crowbar. He wants to know if there are still food stains on it, even though it's gleaming, because of just how badly Nines eats. I don't know if he wants them.
Do you want there to be food stains on your outfit?
Use gravity to knock someone out if you're captured, but the crowbar's in range. Yeah, exactly. You can hold the crowbar up in the air and then drop it. We don't have a ruling on the food stains yet.
I mean, I'm just gonna say, he wants there food stains on his extremely nice, very expensive gleaming outfit. Sure. It's his outfit. So it can happen.
I guess.
Gleaming normally wouldn't allow for that, but I guess if that's what you desire, then
It's your character.
you know, go right ahead.
Alice is staring at Lexi right now, very cute. Okay, well, what I think I'm gonna do, before I can get into too much more detail, I need to know what that detail is. So, I'm gonna call it here. We're almost at time anyway. The thumb should be more abnormally long. So, like, someone described a hand to someone that's never seen a hand and neglected to mention the thumb is shorter than the other fingers. I see. You can workshop it in the same room. All right. Well, I'm going to leave this here because if I get into any more detail work, I'm going to need to know what details I'm getting. So I need to go listen to the clothing description again, for example. Other than looking very dapper, I think that's been accomplished, but we will figure it out, and next time I stream, maybe we'll get to doing some more details. Something very unsettling. Alright. Well, we'll get that sorted out. I'm just doodling in some tiger stripes on your tail here. Well, and as I do that, I'm going to wrap up for the day, get myself some lunch. Thank you for watching, everyone. If you're watching on YouTube, hit all the buttons, do all the subscribing stuff. If you're watching on Twitch, do whatever the Twitch equivalent is. And we will be doing our next show. Will be this Sunday's D&D stream, which will be at 2 p.m. Eastern here on Twitch, and then on YouTube later on. We will be back with painting / art drawing on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern. We also have a Patreon at patreon.com/DysonDungeons. Check that out when you have time. It's the best way to support the show. And otherwise, let's end with Nines doing a flip. Alright, Nines flip successful. Alright, so thank you for watching, everyone. And we'll see you soon. Goodbye.